Hey, this is Jared again, and this is my top 10 ongoing manga. Last video was completed manga, so this time I'm going to show the ones that are still getting published today. And this list is going to be pretty much a big change up from last year's list. Completed was kind of the same because, like, my opinions on completed manga don't really change. I love the whole story and there's no reason to change it, but with ongoing, the story changes and it's not as good as it used to be, or it gets even better. So the list can be quite different. Now, this is my favorite ongoing manga. That doesn't mean I think it's the best made manga. And I want to say that just in case people think you included that one or you left out that one. Well, this is just my personal taste. And there are some manga that I do think are better made than pretty much most of the manga on this list. For instance, Vinland Saga. This is a very well made manga, great story, great artwork, and it's really well made, and honestly it's better than some of the ones on this list, but I just don't like it as much. I don't know, just that's just me. I mean, I really love this manga. If this was like a top 15 manga, then yeah, it would be on this, but I don't know. And also, Lone Wolf and Cub. This is also an amazing manga. Great artwork, great story. People should really check it out. But when you make a favorite movie list, how many of those movies are Academy Award winners? I mean, sure, those movies deserve the awards and all the praise, but you probably only have like one or two that are actually on your list of favorite movies. So just keep that in mind. All right. So starting with number 10 is a new one on the list, and that is Food Wars. Food Wars is all about cooking, and that's basically it. This kid gets into like the greatest cooking school in the country, maybe the world, I don't know, one of the best schools. And he learns to cook. I mean, he already knows how to cook. All the kids in the school are like really great cooks. Like, you have to be a well-known chef pretty much to get into this school. It's for the best of the best. And it's just him competing against other students, making food, and that may not sound like the most interesting story, but it's actually really good. I really love the characters, I love the artwork, and they do a great job with the food. It always looks great, and they give you instructions on actually how they make the food. It's not just like vague and like, oh, he's done with the dish. No, like they tell you there's like even instructions on how to make food, like recipes and stuff. So I don't know, the mangaka really did their research on this one, and it's a lot of fun, and I really enjoy it, and I can't wait to get the next volume. I think they're up to like 9 or 10 right now, but I've been getting like one volume a month just so I can savor it and get a new one each month instead of just getting them all at once. So yeah, Food Wars, I really enjoy it a lot. If you have any interest in cooking or whatever like that, this is a great manga. And even if you don't, it's still very enjoyable. So yeah, Food Wars. Alright. Next is, I don't know if it's pronounced Magi or Magi. I don't know. I've heard both. But either way, great manga. It's about Aladdin and Alibaba. All those old tales of, those kind of stories. Arabian Nights, all that stuff. And it has genies and all sorts of cool magic, and I really like this manga just because it feels different than most shonen mangas. Like, a lot of shonen mangas kind of feel the same. This one has a very interesting story, concept, like the way they use the magic in this. It's very fresh to me, and that's why I really like it. And I don't know, if those kind of tales interest you at all, then you should really check it out. It's really cool. It's a lot of fun. If you're looking for a new shonen that's a little different, then definitely check this one out. Yeah, I'm up to the latest volume released here in the US, which is like 12 or 13. And in Japan, I think I don't know where it is. I think it's in its 20s right now. But yeah, very good, very enjoyable. I do recommend it. Next, and this goes with my don't judge me about my favorite mangas, but no matter how I look at it, it's your fault I'm not popular or whatever. It's a long-ass title, but everyone knows it as Watamote, which they should have just put on the cover, that everyone knows it as that. But Watamote is just about a girl who is an otaku, though she doesn't admit it, like, and it's just about her and her thoughts on daily life. And usually I don't like slice of life mangas because they're just so samey. And yeah, but this one, the main character is so different because they don't make her out to be so cutesy and perfect. Like, she's not at all. And it's just, she has problems talking to people and social problems, and I don't know, it's very cringeworthy sometimes, like the situations she gets herself in. But you never feel too bad for her because she's not the nicest person. Like, she'll like make fun of people constantly in her head, or say like, oh, look at those otakus, even though she's one. And I don't know, so, but deep down she really does want to be friends and, you know, have a nice relationship with people. So at the same time, you don't hate her either. So I don't know, she's a very real person. Like, people have these kind of thoughts all the time, and you can't really judge someone on their thoughts because it's their thoughts. So I don't know, I think she's a great character, and I think it's really funny. I love the situation she gets in, and yeah, I don't know, I really like it a lot. So if you have any interest in something like that, you should check it out. It's not my favorite slice of life manga, but I do enjoy it a lot. So yeah. Alright, next is A Certain Scientific Railgun, which, as I've said before, I was not expecting to like this manga this much. I've always heard of this, I've always seen pictures of the anime, and it's really good. I think the reason why the anime always turned off is because there's a lot of just filler of just cutesy slice of life stuff, which, I don't know, animes tend to do that, but sometimes it just makes it come off as not as good. But the manga is great, and the manga came first. It's a spin-off of a light novel called A Certain Magical Index, and that light novel also has an anime and a manga, so yeah, you can check out whichever of those you want. I think the story in this so far is better. I haven't read all of Magical Index yet, but I like this story a lot more. And you don't need to read Magical Index to get this. You can start with Scientific Railgun. It's perfectly fine on its own. And I guess I should tell you the plot. It's about these people with psychic abilities, and they all go to a school just for people with the psychic abilities, and depending on how strong you are, there's different levels. Level 5 is the highest. And this girl right here who uses electricity, she's a level 5, one of the few. And yeah, that's really all you need to know. It's just a school of people with powers, and it's a lot of fun, really enjoyable. I like the characters a lot. There's so much to the story that hasn't been shown yet, which I'm looking forward to. And I think the manga is caught up in the US with Japan, so it only sucks because now I have to wait a while for each new volume, but, you know, whatever. Still a really great story, and I highly recommend it. Alright, next is Toriko. Toriko is, well, it's also about food, only it's with fighting. It's food fighting, and that sounds very weird, and it is weird. But it's a lot of fun. Like, it's really cool to see Toriko go out in the world and hunt beasts and collect food. That's basically the plot. He's a hunter that goes out and collects food for towns and cities because the whole world revolves around food. And I don't know, there's people with weird abilities, and there's the weirdest monsters you've ever seen. Like, I don't know, at this point anything could pop up and it'd be like, okay, because it's just the weirdest monsters. And it's, I don't know, I can't really think of anything else to describe it. It's just fighting with food. That's basically it. If you like Food Wars but wish it had more of a shonen fighting feel to it, then definitely get Toriko, because that's what it is. And Toriko also makes every food ever look like the most delicious thing ever. I mean, I always feel hungry when I read it. But I guess I just love it for the lore mostly. Just, it's got an expansive world and all sorts of mystery and adventure, and it's just a lot of fun, and I really enjoy it. So yeah, Toriko. I realize I haven't been saying the numbers. See, 10, 9, 8. Yeah, this was number 6. I should probably say that more. Number 5 is another slice of life, my favorite slice of life manga, and that is Yotsuba. Yotsuba is about a little girl and just her daily life. She's like 5 years old. And you might think that sounds like very boring and simple. Well, it is simple, but there's just something so fun about it. I don't know. Usually in slice of life mangas, it's about a high school girl, and she acts very cutesy, and I don't know. Those girls, I always feel like, you're in high school. Why are you acting like this? Like, I don't know. It's just, it feels a little forced. But with Yotsuba, she's 5. Everything is amazing to her. Like, she'll see an air conditioning and be like, what the hell is that? Well, she doesn't say that, but... And you think, like, it's an air conditioning, but... Oh, yeah, she's 5. Like, of course this might be her first time ever seeing something like that. And, I don't know, everyone's... It's just a very happy manga. Like, her neighbors are all very nice, and her father's nice, and... It's just a very feel-good manga. It's very simple plot. There isn't even a plot, really. It's just her daily life. And... I don't know, it's just, it's very relaxing. I don't know, I don't know why I love this manga so much, but I do. And it is caught up in the US with Japan, I think. No, there's 12 volumes released here in the US, and the 13th one just came out in Japan. But the thing with this manga is, the mangaka doesn't have a consistent release date with chapters because... Well, there's no plot. He doesn't have to. He can stop this manga tomorrow and it would be fine, or he can keep going for years and years and it would be fine. That's both good and bad because I'm happy this could go on forever, but at the same time, I can have long gaps where no new chapters come out and that would suck. So, yeah, I read the first volume of this, and when I finished it, I was just like, I gotta have more. I don't want to stop. So I just got all the volumes and just read them all, and I was sad when I finished because I just love seeing this girl's daily life. It's just really cute and happy. It won't be for everyone, but if you have any interest at all of slice of life anime or manga, definitely check out Yotsuba because I think it's the best and I love it so much. And yeah, just check it out if you have any interest in that kind of thing because it's really good. Next, a completely different feel from Yotsuba for number 4, Black Lagoon, about mercenaries. Very mature, a lot of death and violence, but this one is also just a lot of fun and a blast for completely different reasons. If you love action movies at all, like Black Lagoon is really awesome. I really love it. This one... Also, the mangaka kind of goes on hiatus. Like, there was only 9 volumes for a long time, and then they finally started making new chapters, and a 10th volume came out. But now, once again, there's a hiatus, so I don't know. I really wish they would just continue this, but I don't know. I don't know when new chapters are going to come out. I hope they do. But even if they don't, I still recommend checking out Black Lagoon, because the first 9 volumes kind of conclude the story being told, and 10 started a new story, but now it's on hiatus, so that sucks. But yeah, Black Lagoon, really fun manga, a lot of cool action, definitely check it out. So yeah, number 4, Black Lagoon. Number 3 is Vagabond, all about a samurai, Miyamoto Musashi, the most famous samurai ever. And it's just about his life, learning new swords techniques, and just traveling Japan. This manga is mostly famous for its artwork. It's got very beautiful artwork, very highly detailed. Like, I don't know, like, check that out if you can see it. It's just really beautiful artwork. These Viz Big editions have 3 volumes in one. I definitely recommend these because the paper is amazing and it's just well bounded. There's 37 single volumes out. I think it's 37. So yeah, and there's about, I don't know, 12 or 13 of these Viz Big editions. Once I caught up with the Viz Big editions, I just got the single volume 37 because I did not want to wait for 2 volumes to come out before I can get this. So yeah, that's how much I like it. Very beautiful artwork, very beautiful story. I don't know, it's just definitely one that you should check out. It's a great seinen manga, and yeah, that's really all I can say. Definitely check out Vagabond. Very beautiful, and I think it's still ongoing. The mangaka just takes a while to release new chapters, probably because of all the detail and the artwork and stuff. But yeah, definitely check out Vagabond. Alright, number 2 is Berserk. Berserk is just my favorite seinen manga. It's well known for going on for very many years because the mangaka went on a very long hiatus, finally came back, and then did, I don't know, is sort of on hiatus again right now, I don't know. But anyways, Berserk is a medieval fantasy type manga, and I don't know, it's just a, I don't know why I love it. It's amazing. The artwork is very beautiful. It's well known for it, kind of like Vagabond. A lot of great action and fantasy, and I don't know, an amazing story to me. The second arc of Berserk, called the Golden Age, is very famous in manga history because it had such an insane ending. But it's really great. I love it a lot. There's like 37, 38 volumes somewhere there, and new chapters started coming out last year after a long ass hiatus, which was great. Now they're being released very like far apart, and I think that's because new anime is coming out finally for Berserk, and I'm really happy about that because mangas don't get that much attention unless they get an anime, and then everyone knows about it, which sucks. But what are you gonna do? So I'm very glad that an anime is being made. Hopefully it's great, and hopefully people pick up interest and start buying volumes, and maybe the mangaka will try to release chapters more frequently. But yeah, it's just this main character, Guts, has a big ass sword and he goes demon hunting. That's pretty much the basic plot, but there's way more to it. And I don't know, he has a very tragic backstory, probably one of the most tragic I've ever seen. And I don't know, I don't want to do it a disservice by trying to explain it and make it sound bad. I'm just telling you, read it. It's amazing. It is very mature, a lot of very graphic violence and nudity, but if you're cool with that, definitely check out Berserk because it's freaking amazing. I love it a lot. People usually say that it never gets as good as the second arc, the Golden Age arc, which is true, but that doesn't mean that the arcs afterward are bad. It just means that was the best arc. I mean, in Naruto, I always thought my favorite arc was the Chunin exam, which was the second arc. And that doesn't mean I think the whole rest of the manga is terrible. It's just that one was my favorite arc. So, yeah, the Golden Age arc is arguably the best arc in the series, but that doesn't mean the rest of the arcs are bad. So, yeah, definitely check out Berserk, though. Very amazing. And my number one favorite ongoing manga is still, I don't know, the same as last year, which is One Piece. I've talked about it before. One Piece is just amazing adventure, the greatest adventure manga ever. I love it. This has such a huge lore, so many characters, but it never feels like cluttered. It does a great job at exploring everything. It's just, I just love the adventure aspect. It's so much fun seeing Luffy and his crew travel the world on a pirate ship and, you know, go against other pirates, and I don't know, it's amazing. And you know, I said I love Toriko for its lore. Well, Toriko's lore's got nothing on One Piece. It's just so much fun. It has its ups and downs arcs story-wise. Like, I don't know, it's like 80 volumes long. That's how long One Piece is. And when a manga is that long, of course it's going to have its ups and downs. Like, some stories aren't going to be as great as others. But that's okay, because there's no arc I actually ever hated. Like, I love all the arcs, just some weren't as good as others. So it has its ups and downs. What are you going to do? That's why usually I wait till an arc finishes and then just read the whole arc. I don't like reading chapter to chapter. Personally, I think reading a whole story arc just in one is way better. And yeah, it's just, I don't know. One Piece is amazing to me. I don't know how it's going to end. Some people have ideas. I don't know when it's going to end. It could go on for like another 30 volumes for all I know. I don't know. There's a lot to it. But I'm not disappointed in that. I hope it goes on for a while. And I hope they draw a satisfying conclusion. I don't want it to feel rushed. And the mangaka decides, you know what, I'm getting sick of One Piece, so I kind of want it to end this year, and then just kind of rush it. That would suck. So, yeah, One Piece, 80 volumes. Normally, I don't recommend getting a very long series unless it's worth it. Like, usually if it's like 30-something volumes, I'll kind of say, don't get it unless you really like this kind of thing. Well, One Piece, 80 volumes, I definitely think it's worth getting. They released these giant like box sets where like the first 20 volumes is in one box and then the next 20 is in another box. I do recommend getting that. And yeah, One Piece is just an amazing story. If you like shonen mangas at all, definitely read One Piece. If you're someone who doesn't really like shonen and only likes seinen, you've probably checked out One Piece before and like, this isn't for me. And if you only like seinen, I could understand that. But if you do like shonen, I don't see how you don't like One Piece. It's just an amazing manga. So yeah, definitely check it out. Very great. And that's it. That's my top 10 favorite ongoing mangas. I'll probably do another video of my whole entire manga collection because it's been a while. So yeah, I look forward to that. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any interest at all in these mangas, and if you have any questions, I'll answer them. So thanks for watching.